There is nothing on this planet that I can think of that changes lives more than horses.
The way to really listen and hear about horses is listening through your heart. And they are not our physical beasts of burden, they are our emotional ones.
They are the most cooperative, loving, accepting creatures I think that there are on this planet.
Yeah, they got a lot of intelligence. Learn a lot from them.
Everything that a horse embodies, they are the perfect metaphor for what we really aspire to be. They are the most compassionate, loving, empathetic beings you'd ever want to be around.
They show us what we need to do as human beings and to be more like them in order to help our species to survive.
If we could just learn to embody that same type of magic, we'd have a pretty healthy species of our own.
I wish there was some way to get this out to the world of what they can do for us.
So in 3 words, can you describe what a horse is to you?
My best friend.
Hello, I'm Kathleen Kinmont, and welcome to The Magical Healing of Horses, the show about horses helping people and people helping horses. Let's ride. The magical healing of horses is something that you can't bottle it, you can't really explain it, it's just something that you have to experience.
When the volunteers first come, the first thing everybody does is cry. It's because they can be themselves, where they are accepted, they are welcome, they are not judged, and they're just unconditionally loved by these horses.
We had several young girls that tried to commit suicide that we took in the program, and they've all just blossomed.
I swear, I've seen transformation of people's personas. I've seen miraculous healing from devastating diseases. I've worked with our therapy program with special needs adults for several years, and I saw people that didn't even know what a fork was, that gained skills, that after our program they were able to go out and actually be employed and work.
Well, they had this kid come in here, and he's really just a brat. Just complained about the dust, the flies, and everything else. And 3 weeks later, he couldn't wait to come running up here, you know.
We use the horses as an empowerment vehicle because we like to give people their wings.
It was a 2-year period where everything in my life absolutely had fallen apart. Everything. I mean, the total rug of my life, fabric, ripped away. And there was an instant connection. And I felt like I had just come home. They have been my greatest teachers ever. And so the sweetness of what these animals brought to me, there are no words for that.
Just joy. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. It's, you know, I'm in my late 40s, and, you know, it's like the first time I feel like I can have that dream of being around horses.
It's for mostly emotionally healthy people, a lot of people going through a midlife crisis, who are trying to find their passion in life, and they don't know really where to go and how to find that within themselves to do this. So the horses help bring that out in them. The reason I wanted to create a rescue is because during my childhood, when I was about 14 years old, I had seen some horrific abuse right in front of me that I wasn't able to do anything about. And I had made a promise to that horse that I was someday going to do something to help this and stop this torture. The very first horse we rescue is one we actually have here still. One of the worst experiences I've ever experienced. It was literally a backyard slaughterhouse, and they were slaughtering other animals in front of the horses. And so the horses thought they were going to be next. And within 5 days, we pulled those horses out of there. We reported these people to whatever agencies we needed to report them to. We found adoptive homes for 2 out of the 4, and 2 of them we still have that are in our program.
We have saved over 600 horses and farm animals now since 2009. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're creating heaven on earth is what you're doing.
I hope so. We try, you know, we try.
How did you start hearing horses talk to you for the first time? What was that like?
I was pretty much born this way. Ever since I was a child, I could hear the animals. And now, the last 20 years, you know, I've done it professionally. It's a huge step to tell people, yes, I talk to animals, and now I'm a professional.
Now, when you hear them, is it like a voice inside your body, or how is it, you can actually hear them
I actually
outside?
hear their voice.
Wow.
And I do remote viewing, where if they're, you know, in another place, I can see through their eyes. I do a lot of like medical work. If animals have, you know, physical issues. I work with several vets, can't, you know, put their finger on it, things like that.
Tell me about your first horse rescue.
I got a call from one of my animal activist friends that said, hey, we want to do an undercover shoot at a kill pen. We went down there, we pulled up, there were about 200 horses, filthy, cut up, starved out there, and I just freaked out because, of course, you know, I'm hearing all of them calling to me. And I heard this one mare standing there with a big belly, and I said, I want to go talk to that one. And this mare is just screaming at me, and I'm like, what is going on here? And she said, help me, save me. She said, I'm gonna have a baby. And I said, when are you gonna have your baby? And she said, I'm gonna have my baby right now. I'm gonna have my baby right now. So we started to get off the ranch, and of course the owner came up and like, what are we doing here? And I said, well, I like this mare right here. He goes, what do you want her for? She's not gonna make it. That baby's not even gonna be born alive. And I got in the car and I just freaked out. And I started posting to all my clients, I need to save this mare. Can anybody help me? What are we gonna do? And then all of a sudden, all this money came in that night. I had $800 by midnight. So I called my friend, we get the horse trailer, we drive out there. The guy comes out and I said, where's the Palomino? He said, oh, she's over there. And I said, oh, well, I have the $400 for her. I brought my trailer. And he says, oh, good. He goes, because she just had her baby. And there was Jasmine. Jazzy, Jasmine, come here, girl. And she was laying there. Come here, mommy. All twisted in the filth. The mom was just bleeding. And I said, well, looks like I'm taking her and the baby. And that is what started my rescue. This girl right here, and she survived.
Wow.
She survived. So at least she got to spend the last year of her life with one of her babies. Yeah. So, you know, that's my gift to her.
For sure.
And then my gift to her is, you know, to just, you know, just continue the rescue in her honor with Jazz, you know.